Hey everyone, Bricknut here. In this video we're going to be taking a look at a LEGO City set, and this is new for summer of 2019. This is set number 60233 and it's called the Donut Shop Opening. Comes with 790 pieces and retails for £79.99 here in the UK. And just a quick fun fact that I've noticed LEGO has spelt donut the American way. The Americans spell it D-O-N-U-T. The British way is D-O-U-G-H, as in dough, like bread dough, pizza dough, etc. And then nut. Don't know why, but I've got a bit of a dry throat today, so just bear with me. I do apologise. Right, so it's quite a large set. There is 10 minifigures in total, if memory serves correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yep. And technically 5 vehicles if we count the little coffee cart there. So you get the motorcycle, the police motorcycle, the little coffee cart, tricycle thing, I'm not sure what these are actually called, a taxi, a TV, news van, the big truck at the back there, the donut shop itself, and I even added a toy shop. So, as always, I'm going to start with the figures. I don't think there's any alternate faces on these. I will double check. I'm going to start with this young lady here. That's a new hairpiece. I've not seen this one before, so that's new to me. Very little in the way of printing on the rear of her torso. Just enough to indicate she's wearing like a jumper or something. There's a little bit of detail on the front there as well. No alternate face on this one. And on the box art she is depicted with this little guy. A little child. He's got to, there we go, his legs weren't connected properly. A little bit of printing on his back there. He's got some freckles on his face. I'm not sure I've seen this hairpiece before either. I may have, but it's not looking that familiar. He's got sort of what we used to call an undercut style here, where it's cut underneath but the top is left to grow over it. So it's sort of like short underneath, long on top. Who's next? Shall we start with the cop? I do like his torso. He does come with the usual motorcycle helmet, so I won't pick that up because it is just like any other motorcycle helmet. But again, I'm not sure I've actually got that hairpiece. I may have. There's his rear print. The camera's going to focus. Either that or it just looks out of focus because, as you can see by my eyeball, I'm just off camera here. This setup sort of works and it sort of doesn't work. I may change scene again. Anyway, you do get a bad guy as well. And again, he's got a little bit of printing on the back there. Now, there's 2 coffee shop workers. They could be husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, whatever you want them to be. So here's the female of the 2. I do love that hairpiece with the long plaited ponytail design there. I'm just going to take a hairpiece off just to show the rear print. There's not a lot there, just enough to add some detail. And for the young lad that runs the donut shop, it's the exact, oh, just caught the handle on the tripod. It's the exact same outfit. So they've got matching uniforms, you know, gender neutral uniforms. So if you really wanted to, you could have a pair of women if you wanted to swap the heads around. Because for the news crew, here's the news reporter, who is also female. Very nice blouse there with a little ID tag, and stripes continue on the back for her blouse style. We have the camera guy. I'm just going to take his... Ooh. I wanted to just take his camera off so we could see his print, but I took his cap off with it. Oh, just bear with me a second. I wonder how many more times I'm going to knock the camera through this video. So there we go, that was the camera guy. I'll just show you his camera. They've actually added that piece on there for a microphone. I thought that was quite a nice touch. It is actually a little microphone minifig element there. I've just added a 1x2 plate with claw on the side to the camera to hold it. Right. So next up we have the truck driver that's delivering the big donut sign. These sort of olive green legs. And last but not least, we have the taxi driver with his maroon baseball cap that matches his top, or his jacket I should say. So that is all 10 figures, which I'm just going to move over here out of the way for the moment. Yeah, there's the motorcycle helmet. As I said, it's just the usual Lego helmet for this set. And that is also included with the kid a skateboard, which has just flown straight out of my fingers onto the floor. There, I'll try again. There's no stickers or anything on this, it is just a plain orange skateboard. Right, with the figures out of the way, we'll have a look at the vehicles next. So, I'm going to start with the one I find the most boring, which is the police motorbike. It's the usual Lego style of motorbike. I've seen this frequently used in fire sets. Don't think they've ever used this style for a police bike. Oh, actually, they may have. Now that I think about it. But anyway, just your usual sticker that they've used before. Same shape, it just sort of zigzags on this bit. A few elements at the back there, just around a bit of detail. The wand and whatnot, and a spare claw brick there, which I think is for a set of handcuffs. But, yeah, it's not really... I think the thing that I do not like about any Lego bicycle or motorcycle is that there's not a lot of studs on them for you to add to them. Now literally on this style it's just the two studs at the back here, there's nothing else you can do, which is sort of limiting in my opinion, but I'm not really sure how they could rectify that. So it's been like that since, you know, the first ever police motorcycle. Although the first ones had 4 studs, so you could actually add a little bit extra. But anyway, here's the cart thing, the coffee cart, whatever you want to call it. Very well detailed, and they've actually, instead of using a 1x1 round brick with a little 1x1 round tile with a can print on it, a can lid print on it, they have actually used this. Can you see that? It's got a little ring pull on the top there for a drinks can. And it is just a pre-moulded 1x1 brick, modified 1x1 round brick I should say. Can be a bit fiddly. There's a couple of these signs either side. This is a modified bicycle. It's not actually a just half a bicycle with the front taken off. They've actually modified one. Should be able to just separate that. See? Completely modified the front so that it actually clips there on these two little pegs at the front there, and then one just above those. So there is 3 connection points there. It just simply clips on like that. Very good design. Doesn't turn, obviously, but it does work. And it's got the little bicycle stand on the bottom there as well. A lot of detail, you know. There's a couple of, I suppose you could use those chocolate muffins, maybe. Chocolate buns. Whatever you want them to be. There's a couple of 1x1 tiles there with the cookie print on. Presume this is to pour the coffees out at the front. And a little, is that a price board up there? Oh, it's got a picture of a croissant with a -1 beside it. Is that -1? No, 1 minus or whatever. I'm not actually sure what that's supposed to be. A nice little sort of sunshade here as well. It's actually quite a nice model. These are the wheelchair wheels that they've used on the front here. And just your normal bicycle wheel at the back. So I actually think that's a nice addition to the set. And I have to say that is just one of a number of reasons why I wanted to buy this set. Next up, we have the taxi, which is actually built on the usual 4-stud wide car chassis that LEGO has used for a number of years now. But I do like the design, even though it is actually quite simple. But you can fit 2 figures in this. The roof does come off really easy. It's only held on with 4 studs. 3 stickers. You've got one of those taxi stickers down there on either side, plus that one on the roof. Well, no, I'm telling fibs, because there's the number plates front and back as well. See? Now, I was actually thinking when I saw this, why don't LEGO sell sheets with stickers on like this? That way, we haven't got to print them ourselves, and if you actually like the design, like I like the taxi sticker design on this, you could print them and make replicas of this, or make your own designs. I don't know, just a random idea I had. So, the next one, which is one of the other reasons I bought this set, the TV van. Very well detailed. I also forgot to mention, and I was looking at this, that reminded me, the taxi doesn't have opening doors either. This van doesn't have opening doors, but even though I like them, it doesn't really bother me that much. There's a view of the front, a view of the roof, the rear, and that side. A lot of, well, I was going to say a lot of symmetry. It isn't really, because you've got the cupboard this side, and like an access ladder to the roof there, which I presume is to repair this should it break. There's obviously your transmitter dish, which can be adjusted however you want. I do like the nose design. It's just got some modified plates there for the mirrors. There is nothing in there, and they don't actually give you anything to put in there. It is just a bit of detail, really. Back doors do open, revealing on the inside almost symmetrical computer screens, plus the whole top lifts up as well, so we can actually see the computer screens a bit better now. It's the same 2 on the other side. They've just been put round the other way, if I can show you. See? They just swapped the order of them, that is it. I don't know why they put 4 in there. I think 2 would have been enough. Perhaps put something different on the other side. But never mind. Still good detail. There is a few stickers on this one. There's the license plate at the back and the front, as well as the TV6 Plus stickers. I think this dish I actually really like. I just like how it moves so smoothly, because it's not on one of those ratcheted type hinges, which I don't really like that much. It's good for posing, but I don't think they work well for playability. I like the smoothness, like this one. So you can actually seat 2 people in there, because you can put the reporter in the back and the cameraman up front driving. Now, unlike the taxi, they have used these wheels, which I prefer, to be honest. especially on vans and cars. On trucks like this one, they're fine. I'll just bring the taxi back. It's got those very common Lego wheel that they've used for years. I can't remember when they were introduced. I think it was the 1990s, the early 1990s. But yeah, I just don't think it looks right on a car. They look a bit too wide. Whoops. Note to self, don't hold it by the roof alone. Like I said, for commercial vehicles like this lorry, wide tyres work quite well. But yeah, I really do like that van. I like the blue as well. The blue, the white, the red stripe. I think that's a nice colour combination. Reminds me a little bit like the old space themes from the 90s. They had similar colour. And there's like a side step there, which I think is a nice bit of detail as well. Same on the other side. Brick built chassis on this one. Which I've noticed, apart from the cars, Lego has seemed to have gone back to brick built chassis. Anyway, the big vehicle, which is probably the third reason I bought this set, because I like the truck. Now, you can separate it from there, but I don't think it's actually designed to be. I think it's meant to be just one long, articulated truck. But like I said, you can, or it should. There we go. Because to join it, they've used the turntables. You see that? That's how they've joined them up. So here's the tractor, as we call it over here, the tractor unit, and the cab. A couple of transparent pieces on there to simulate flashing beacons. A few stickers. We've got a Superlift sticker either side. Got a nice sticker on the front there. Very nice design for the nose. I do like that. Got some more transparent bits down there in orange. Side lights maybe. This is the only vehicle with opening doors. And I don't know if you can actually see it from there, but there is the obligatory coffee cup on the dashboard. Other than that, there is no detail for dash in there. You might be able to squeeze two figures in. There's the roof panel. It comes off nice and easy. And the problem I have, because I've got short stubby fingers, I do find that a bit difficult getting figures into cabs, especially in a space like that. So I always end up having to take the windshield off, but that comes off nice and easy as well. So if you do need the extra finger room, it's not a problem. Some exhaust detail here, tail lights, rear number plate. We don't actually have a front number plate on this one. I've only just noticed. A couple of fuel tanks either side. Nice wheels. It's a nice looking truck. So I'm going to put that over there for the moment. So here's the trailer with the crane lift on it. It's got the 10-ton max sticker on it, and it's actually got like a gear mechanism on the back here rather than the old sort of ratchet mechanism they've done a bunch of. This is also on a turntable, as you can see. That goes up and down by turning this knob on the back, which rotates the gear like so. It does have outriggers. They fold out like so, and that's the only ratcheting mechanism they've got. That's actually quite simple. It just folds out like that and then just nicely folds in. 6 wheels, just like a lower loader. The whole trailer is brick built. It's not on a prefabbed chassis. There's the rear of it. That's better, get more of it in shot. Tail lights, another big sticker on here with a license plate. Couple of now I like these transparent pieces because they remind me more of a beacon. They also remind me of a game like Battleships, when you had put the things in for the pegs. There we go. And of course, got the big donut. I actually think it's a very cool build how they've used these big sort of quarter circle chunks We even put this was printed, by the way. These were all printed. But it's got the 1x4 plate in there, and I'll show you what that's for when we get to it. This bit sort of rotates, but I'm not sure why that needs to rotate. And of course, let's just put the outriggers down, shall we? And I forgot to mention there's some little amber studs on there to indicate like marker lights. Well, there we go. That'll just sit like that. But if I just raise the arm a little bit, and it's actually quite springy, you know, without the cab on it. But this does extend as well. Forgive my hands being in the way for a moment. Oh, too far. So you do get a little bit of height with it, not a great deal. But I like it. You get the chain as well to lift the donut, which I believe it should take the weight. I'll just loop that through the donut, because the donut itself isn't actually that heavy. There you go. I think just for a bit of extra support, I'm going to put this back on. I can get it to line up like that. There we go. That's better. So, the idea with that is, you lift it onto the donut shop. And it is actually, does extend to just the right height to do it. You might have to do it from the back or something like that, but it does work. I'm just going to take that off for a minute. Let's get the outriggers out of the way. So, I'm not going to get to that bit yet. I'm going to do the toy shop next. So that's what the front of the toy shop looks like. I'll just bring it in for a closer look. 2 stickers on there. Sticker on the door which says toys and open. Got a net there, butterfly net maybe. Is that what that's supposed to be? A couple of balloons up on the roof here for decoration. But there's not really a great deal on the inside. There's like a cash register there. A little toy train up in the corner there. With one of those baseball caps with a propeller on. Up this end we've got a teddy bear and a guitar. So I don't think it's a bad little model, but it does look a bit sparse. You know, I think a nice proper counter would have been good in there, which I think I'll end up adding, because I may actually make this one bigger anyway. I haven't got any bricks in this shade of green though. Oh, and the other thing I get, oh I forgot, sticker on the side there. They didn't put one on the other side though, just this side. But the other thing you get is this sort of a, you know, one of them sort of advertising signs that they put on the sidewalks. That's what that's supposed to be. So I'm just going to push that back on there so it doesn't get lost. So, the main attraction for this set is the donut shop. So this has naturally had a much more, a bunch more attention to it, and a load more detail. So the donut is actually supposed to sit on there, like that. Now there is a use for that. You do have the bad guy. And I think the idea is the bad guy is supposed to be stealing from the ATM, which I'll show you in here because it's a very nice looking ATM. And the idea is you're supposed to stop the bad guy by going... That actually works pretty well. It's even returning slightly. Yeah, that's the whole idea with that. So that's supposed to fall off and knock the bad guy out, sort of thing, you know, take him out. So, here's a close-up of the front with 2 stickers. We've got one on the sign up here, which I think says City Coffee, yep. Door that says now open. It is now. And there's the roof detail. They're just sort of decorated blocks to hold this whole front. This is one big piece. I've never seen this piece before, but looking at it, it looks like a wheel well piece from a Technic set. That's what it looks like. A couple of nice matching tiles to go down the wall there with some nice profile bricks for detail. On the end here we've got the ATM, which I actually like. I like the screen. And I don't know if you can see that, but it is curved, so it looks more like a screen. Where was I before the phone interrupted me? Something about the ATM, I think. Very nice one. There is another green money tile which is actually meant to sit under there, but I forgot about it till now. So there's the inside of the shop. So we've got the a couple of seats so customers can sit in if they wanted, and I'm actually going to take this out because that's quite, if I can get it out, that is. No, can't get that out of there. That's a shame. If I take that off you might be able to see it. Quite a nice display there, isn't there? Lots of cookies and donuts and things. And of course, on the back wall here is a coffee machine. Can't have a coffee shop without the coffee machine. And a price list just up on this wall. So all in all, a very nice set. And that back on that, I do like that. See if I can actually position the bad guy. So the bad guy would be running away like there, won't he? Or she. Could be a she. In this case, it's a he. And in theory, if I get this lined up just right, my arm's in the way there, isn't it? Can I do it from behind? Didn't do it hard enough. Should we try that again? Yay, we got him. We have stopped the bad guy. There's a picture of my big head for you. There we go. So, it's actually a very nice set. Don't think I can think of anything that I don't like about this set, to be honest. Well, apart from something that not even Lego can, well, I don't think Lego could solve it, and that's just the eagle, or the niggle I should say, not the eagle, regarding the motorbikes. But I do like the fact you get all those figures, a big pile of figures. And I forgot, I can't remember, but I do believe you get 2 of these with it as well. I think it's 2, could be just the one. But I found 2 when I opened it up, so, but I don't know if one was already on the floor or if they both came with the set. So I wonder why you only get these with the bigger sets though. You never get one with the small sets. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching everyone. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, it's much appreciated. And don't forget, I have a Discord server if you'd like to head on over, and a Facebook page, and I put updates and whatnot on there, and announcements, etc, etc. I'll leave the links to both in the description below, and I'll talk to you again in the next video. Bye!